We all love a bit of luxury in our lives, and there's absolutely no need to go without it when you're lugging the family around. This week, we're looking at the most popular mid-sized, sumptuous SUVs as people have searched for them on Autotrader, and with a monthly PCP of around £500.
Welcome to the Velar, Land Rover's Honey I Shrank the Range Rover. It fits into the family somewhere between Evoque, Range Rover Sport and Range Rover, and it's absolutely stunning.
I've got the Audi Q5. Well, it might not be the most exciting car of its type to drive, it's one of the most well-rounded. It does a great job in most areas and an exceptional one in some.
This is the Mercedes-Benz GLE, and it boasts quite a lot. It is the biggest of our trio, it's also the heaviest, it's got the largest boot, and it is the most capable when it comes to towing, should the mood ever take you.
It's all about the interior of the Velar, with a smorgasbord of amazing pattern materials and textured fabrics and really high quality graphics.
The interior of the Q5 is ace, as always with an Audi. There's just so much attention to detail, and it's a comfortable and sophisticated place to spend time, with a great clear view out.
Inside the GLE, it is like you've stepped back in time compared to the Velar. It is definitely no-nonsense function over fashion. These cars will spend most of their time ferrying children around in style. So this is our take on the school gate, and we have asked the patrons of this fine establishment to choose the car they'd most like to take home. This Mercedes has got a 3-litre V6 turbocharged diesel engine, which is similar to the one in the Range Rover. But this one has got the most gears, 9.
That's posh for you.
Its four-wheel drive system is perhaps the most hardcore because it's got the addition of a low-range option to get you out of really tricky situations, or when you're towing something or pulling something as heavy as Erin Baker.
Back to the weight.
On the motorways, it's very, very comfortable, but on B roads, when you start pushing it a bit, it can feel a tad cumbersome.
The GLE comes with an 8-inch screen, which you operate using this dial here. With that, you get DAB, online services, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but it's not quite as fancy or as easy to use as our other two cars.
I can't believe you can't touch the screen or swipe left or right. What is it I need to do?
For you, Vicky, I would always swipe right.
Well, I'm a happy bunny this week too, girls, in the back here, because mid-sized SUVs really are the perfect compromise for rear seat passengers in terms of space. I've also got the Premium Plus Pretty package thing from Mercedes, which gives you TVs in the back and also a £3,500 Bang & Olufsen stereo, so that had better be good.
The tweeters up front certainly look good, very cute.
I like your tweeters.
With 300 horsepower, the Velar is the most powerful. It's also the most economical, doing just over 44 mpg. Now, it's got a variety of performance and suspension settings. There's everything to suit the livelier or the lazier driver. This particular R-Dynamic version, though, makes everything quite pleasingly pert. But it is very much more a lifestyle off-roader than a proper off-roader.
I love how uncluttered it is in here, and these touchscreens look amazing, but I could not deal with the amount of fingerprints all over the place. Please stop. And buttons and dials are easier to use when you're controlling things like climate control. I think it's a huge step up in Land Rover interiors, but still not the quality of the Q5.
Controversial. I'm in my element in the back here. I love this panoramic roof, which is £1,000 extra, but tick that box. Also, you look at these doors and you've got 5 or 6 different clashing patterns and textures and materials, but they don't clash, they complement each other. And I think the overall thing to say about Velar is it's the first transition by Land Rover from car interior to the third space after office and home, and it ticks that box.
The Audi is the only one that drinks petrol here. It's also got the smallest engine, it's the least powerful, and it's got the fewest amount of gears, 7. It does have Audi's £2,000 optional extra air suspension, and that does help make this car feel refined. The driving position also makes you feel as though you're in a normal car as opposed to a bigger SUV, but it just fails to ignite any passion in me in this seat.
However, it does come with Audi's very cool virtual cockpit system. So instead of your usual instruments, you've got a 12.3-inch screen which looks after driving info and infotainment, and you control that using the dial, the trackpad, the buttons on the steering wheel, or your voice.
It is pretty cool.
It's a very cool, very clever feature, but obviously as an optional cost extra.
Most exciting thing in the rear of this car is my bacon bat.
Surely there's one redeeming feature.
It hasn't even got bins in the back of your seats for storage.
Not even like a twangy net type affair.
Nada, zip.
So basically, the good things about this car are the optional extra air suspension, the optional extra digital dash,
And the bacon butty.
and the bacon butty, which you had to pay extra for.
An optional extra. Well, my goodness, it's a good one. We've rather struggled to agree on a verdict this week. While Rachel prefers the quality fit and finish of the Q5, it takes 3rd place. In 2nd, it's the Mercedes with its rugged practicality. And in 1st spot, it's the stylish Velar.